You guys might be surprised to find out that I'm an advocate for not buying a lot of plugins. Every year I get to review dozens of plugins, and so many of them are great. You can watch the Plugins This Week show. There's absolutely incredible work going on out there. But very few of them grab my attention and make me think of them first when I start a new mix. MixBoss is one of those plugins. Engineers, we've got a brand new plugin for you. It's another little wonder from WA Production. And as always, on crazy sale. Now engineers, over the years, you might have heard talk of top-down mixing. In top-down mixing, one starts with plugins inserted into your mixing chain, most specifically the mix bus, with settings that you know are good, and you push your mix into that plugin. You don't change the plugin settings, you push your mix into the plugin settings that you know are good, thus helping you achieve consistency in mixing. I know that Chris Lord Alge is a huge fan of this style of mixing. He'll have, say, 4 Uri 1173 compressors, one's for the snare, one's for the voice, one's for the bass, and he never moves the dials on them. He just turns up the gain, pushing his instrument into the specific compressor that he always uses, say for snare, until it's lighting up the way that he wants. Again, top-down mixing. Let's take a look at how we do top-down mixing. Okay, so I'm going to split the mix bus into 2 parallel paths, and I'm going to load up what I usually load up for my top-down. There we go. So I've got the mix bus portion of the Slate virtual console plugins. So this does a little bit of summing, energy, and you can pick your console style, and it really does have like a little bit of an effect. It's subtle, but it does have a bit of a gluing effect. A little bit of opto compression and a trimmer just in case. Okay, so there's a thickening going on, nice little boost. I'll throw in the 4K bus compressor. And then we'll put in an L2 to get our level. And I usually do about 3 dB. And now I can take my group faders and start pushing into this. Okay, so of course this is adding massive amounts of gain. We're going for kind of a fake master here. As a juxtaposition to that, we'll try WA Productions MixBoss. And now I can go back and forth between these. That's why I use Studioverse. So that's my usual. Ooh. A little darker. Okay, so not bad. There's some things I like a little better about mine. I find the kick drum is coming right down the middle, a little pointier on mine. But almost everything else I like better on the MixBoss. What is really incredible about the MixBoss is this mysterious enhance feature, which is infuriatingly tying one button to three different controls. Depth, which is a front to back, almost a reverb that places frequencies forward or backward, wetter or drier. Color, which is enhancer, boosting certain frequencies, usually giving a bit of an edge, a little bit more low. And width, which is self-explanatory, tries to expand the stereo width. I find careful use of this can add so much subtle depth and breadth to a mix. So how is MixBoss achieving this tone? I like it, but is it nasty? Let's bring it over to the doctor and give it a diagnosis. So yes, it is pretty gnarly. There's a good amount of aliasing going on. We've got frequencies getting up to Nyquist and bouncing back. This is nothing unusual though. Let's be even. There's nothing unusual about this with distortion plugins. Only a few apply saturation and distortion without some aliasing. As long as you like the tone, you're good to go. Just don't change the sampling rate, because that will change the frequencies that are rebounding off Nyquist. I would humbly ask that you subscribe to stay in tune with all the latest in pro audio news, technology, and techniques. We're approaching 1,000 subs, and I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. One section I didn't get into in the video, and you'll see though it's engaged the entire time, is the push EQ, which is basically a Pultec EQ. They put a hard filter up at 20 kilohertz to stop any cramping, and the EQ itself, look at that, it's a Pultec. So they've modeled a Pultec EQ, which is a fantastic EQ to pick to model. You can put this in front of the compression and limiting. You can put this after. Really flexible and really helps sculpt the sound. And then the spectral balancer, which is just hiding underneath the hood. All these WA production plugins divide up the audio signal into dozens of frequency bands in phase. And this is the secret sauce behind many of these WA production plugins, and why they're able to do so much with so little, sounds so good. And they keep pumping these out because they've got this excellent algorithm for busting up the signal into phase aligned chunks. Let's listen again here. This is a little more mid. Oh, I just like this one. The space of this is better. Check mono. Okay, yeah, well there's a lot of left-right pan guitars. Especially for a track like this, it relies on a lot of 80s style ambiance, endless reverbs, long delays. I'm really loving the MixBoss. So the idea is here. So what you'd do is you'd get in here and we'd make this preset. And any future mixes you're going to open your mix template up with all your usual tracks, send effects, and in the mix bus you drop MixBoss. You have it at this setting that you know you like. It's worked for you on mixes. You like the way this is working, and you're going to mix into it. So let's kind of simulate that real quick right now. Let's bring down all the faders here. So as you're building your tracks, it's going to be a much quieter mix. And you can see that none of the buttons, the low, mid, and high buttons here, are getting tickled at all. I'm just going to gang these together. And we start building our mix into this until we see the low, mid, and highs tickling. There we go. So that's the color boost. Really brings the snare up. So what I don't like is that depth, color, width are all connected to one knob and I can't adjust them individually. It's a little bit infuriating. Engineers, so there we have it. You guys might be surprised to find out that I'm an advocate for not buying a lot of plugins. Every year I get to review dozens of plugins, and so many of them are great. You can watch the Plugins This Week show. There's absolutely incredible work going on out there. But very few of them grab my attention and make me think of them first when I start a new mix. MixBoss is one of those plugins. Now, every time I go to mix, I'm thinking like, yeah, but how would MixBoss sound? And now I want to load it into my mix templates. Moving Forward is just a plugin that I instantly want to grab out for. And because it's WA Productions, the price is insane. It's $18 right now. Just go grab this and try it. Maybe it'll work for you. For me, I'm loading it into my mix preset from now on. I just really like its depth, its warmth. I love how it sounds. And for 18 bucks, you can't go wrong. So engineers, let's get it.